Coming up this morning on Daybreak, one person is sent to the hospital after being shot overnight in Springfield.
And Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft gave the green light to the ACLU to create a petition against the anti-abortion bill.
And a new app is trying to keep more drivers safe and alert on the roads. We'll explain about that and more coming up for you this morning on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. It's Thursday, August 15th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Moreno as we crank through this first week of school for people.
Yeah,
right?
Well, we don't have to go to school, but we're here to help you wake up at least before school.
Yeah, that is true. That's what we're here for, and hopefully everyone's getting their breakfast in. Can't go to school on an empty stomach, right?
Is it time for breakfast yet?
I'm
Maybe.
hungry. And that's why I'm talking about it. I'm just hungry, really. You know?
All right, we'll get you some breakfast.
We can do that. And what if I wanted to eat outside? That's another question that Beth Vanilla might be able to answer, right?
Yeah.
Would it be all right to do that today?
Yes, we have a little gazebo outside. After
do?
daybreak, we go out there and eat.
So it'll be a pleasant sunrise this morning.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful sunrise. Temperatures are a little bit cooler than they were yesterday morning. It feels very nice outside.
It's a good trend, yeah.
And then today, temperatures will be about the same, but it's still going to be less humid. So another pleasant August treat, as Jamie likes to call it.
That's great to hear, yeah.
Yeah, very excited about that. We're starting off this morning with a couple of clouds. Otherwise, no road hazards. Not expecting any showers with these clouds this morning. And temperatures sitting in the 60s and 70s. It's 68 in Springfield, 66 in Branson, 66 in West Plains, and 60 up in Rolla. And our dew points almost matching it in the upper 50s and lower to middle 60s. So it feels very pleasant outside. It's a very dry, very pleasant air mass in place. And we're going to keep that in place today for very comfortable and very fall-like conditions. So through the day today, temperatures will top off in the upper 80s and lower 90s. Very comfortable, plenty of sunshine by this afternoon. Rain chances do return through the day tomorrow. We've got rounds of showers and storms expected tonight through at least Sunday. And with these rounds of showers and storms, we could see an isolated severe risk with each of them. We'll do details, timing, and totals in just a few minutes.
This morning, police responded to a shooting on Beach Street in Greene County overnight. One person was injured. Sergeant Michael Shook tells us the victim was shot in the arm and sent to the hospital, but is expected to be okay. Sergeant Shook also says the shooter and victim do know each other. We move on to our education coverage this morning. This week, summer break comes to an end for many kids in southwest Missouri, and today is the first day of school for kids in the Ozark School District.
That also means it's the very first day of school ever for kindergartners. Our Hannah Zettel is here to show us how they got prepared for today.
Well, do you ever wish you could have a practice run before some of life's biggest moments? Well, yesterday at Ozark Elementary Schools, kindergarten students were allowed to do just that.
Empty hallways can be an intimidating sight, but kindergartners in Ozark are facing the first day of school head-on.
They depend on each other for different things.
Like Delaney and Eliana Roussel, twin sisters, typically inseparable, will part ways this year, learning in different classrooms.
This will give them a chance to kind of become independent and develop their personalities and who they are without being dependent on each other.
Let's follow Delaney, wearing the purple bow, as she practices for her very first day.
So this is where we're going to do a lot of our learning right here.
Students rehearsed everything from hitching a ride on the bus to making laps around the gym.
They get to come in, meet all of the teachers, go through the line in the cafeteria, so they just get to experience in a short time what it's like to be a kindergartner.
East Elementary Principal Anna Thurman wanted students to get the hang of things before the big day, and parents like the twins' mom, Tracy, couldn't be more appreciative.
This was amazing. What a great opportunity to allow parents to come in and see what it's like in the day and the life of a kindergartner.
Kindergartners have a busy year ahead, while their parents try not to blink.
It is going to be amazing what they will walk out of kindergarten knowing. We'll have readers on our hands, writers. They'll be writing up to 3 sentences. It's going to be amazing.
Now, Ozark schools have previously allowed students to practice getting on their bus stop and following the route, but this is the first year the class of 2032 can actually make the full trip and tour the school, and it seems like that was a very helpful choice.
2032. Wow, Hannah Zettel reporting this morning. We switch gears to your political coverage now. Yesterday, Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft gave the ACLU permission to petition the anti-abortion law banning abortions after 8 weeks. Mevy Mead with Planned Parenthood Advocates of Missouri told Color 10 the organization is outraged by the Secretary's decision to take so long with the approval process.
By him illegally interrupting the process and then dragging his feet, taking up most of the time that the citizens would have had to collect signatures to qualify this for the ballot.
Now, pro-choice advocates have 2 weeks to gather more than 100,000 signatures across the state, a number of which have to come from each congressional district. If they gather enough signatures, the measure will be put up for a public vote on the 2020 ballot. This is one of many challenges advocates have made to stall the law. Now, according to Meade, there will be a hearing next week on the lawsuit that both Planned Parenthood and the ACLU filed against the state of Missouri on the bill. We're also waiting to hear back from the Secretary's office.
Moving on to a market watch for you this morning. Yesterday was one of the worst days of the year for the U.S. stock market. Several stocks have taken big hits recently, including the Dow Jones, which fell about 800 points. We spoke to financial wealth planner Stephen Evans, and he says the market is facing what is known as an inverted yield curve, meaning that people are making more on short-term bonds than they are on long-term bonds. It has been a precursor to every recession in the country for the last 50 years. So the one thing Evans advises people to do is to keep focusing on their money right now.
It's good for people to focus on their goals and what they're trying to do, and, don't panic. Emotions can destroy portfolios more than anything.
He also says some people may look at this as a chance to buy stocks with the market seemingly being for sale.
It's your right to know. Hy-Vee has announced a data breach on some of its payment systems. A statement says unauthorized activity was found on systems used at some fuel pumps, coffee shops, and restaurants connected to or owned by Hy-Vee. The company is investigating the activity and believes they have stopped it. Law enforcement has also been involved. We've reached out to Hy-Vee, and the company's public relations director told us they are not releasing which locations were targeted right now.
Yesterday, we brought you the story about a car chase in Springfield that ended with a crash and a driver that ran a U-Haul van off the road. That driver was arrested, and this comes after 3 people were killed in a crash at Kearney and Glenstone nearly 2 weeks ago from a suspect running from police. Now a South Carolina man is looking to share an app called Pursuit Alert. It's designed to alert people on the road to chase and it tracks what's happening around them. He says he created it to help everyone else be safe.
Toward the end of my career, when we had a high-speed chase, the first thing I would think about was my family. Just think, if there were a chase taking place, would it be nice information for you to have or for your family to have?
The app is not yet available in our area, but Morgan says law enforcement must partner with the app first before it can be available here.
Still ahead for you on Daybreak, Ford issues a recall for a seatbelt issue.
And you might not be able to use your laptop on a plane anymore. We'll explain coming up in your Money Watch.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.